Hey guys, how are you? Cameron will drive this. We are going to, excuse me, we're going to take a Ticon out for a spin in the snow. First time ever. Curious. Technically, I already have started it. What was absolutely amazing is that this car, literally, the car was sitting a couple days, not driven, Ticon Turbo. I cranked the thing up, okay? In less than a minute, crank the thing up, meaning I pressed the power button. In less than 1 minute, this Ticon, in less than 1 minute, covered in snow, and the defroster and the heat was already hot, which is amazing. Not even my Jeep gets hot that quickly. So already, I'm super impressed. Let's see how this thing does. Now, because we've got idiots out on the road here, there's already been one accident just in the last hour. They're just clearing it up now, actually. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's the oops right there. Because of that, we are not going to take the Ticon out on the road, but we're gonna drive in the lot and see what happens.
It's something about us, something that I can try.
Alright guys, Cameron back. I finally have all my stuff together. I was about to say shiznit, but my little GoPro travel kit, which admittedly is not very organized, but yeah, I was out about a month because of COVID. I've survived, thankfully. I'm back, and it's snowing, and as I mentioned, we're about to take a Ticon Turbo out in the snow to see how she does. Again, literally turn the car on. It is 28 degrees out right now, and with less than a minute, and I'm not exaggerating, the car had been off, hadn't been used at all today, it wasn't used yesterday, it wasn't used the day before. If in less than a minute, the defrost was warm enough to where the heat was in here and the window was defrosting. Unbelievable. So already, I'm super impressed. Not gonna drive out there with those idiots because as we saw, there's already been a wreck within the last hour. I'm just gonna keep it on the lot, just out of curiosity, see what the car does. And we're gonna give her a go and see how she does. I'm assuming right off the bat that the car is gonna perform really, really well. But we don't ever like to make assumptions, so we're gonna drive and see how she does. All right, so traction's phenomenal, as to be expected. Try a little quick start and see what happens. All right, so when you're gunning it, traction control is kicking in, but look, the car is still maintaining a straight plane, which is insane. How does it do that? That is actually phenomenal. I literally gunned it. I'm gunning it. Now you do have to counter steer a little bit, but the car is actually doing phenomenally well. Look at that. Wow, amazing. Now, granted, you're never gonna drive the Ticon like a madman, right? Like I am right now. But I just want to see how the car does, and to be perfectly honest, has done a phenomenal job and created a car that truly is doing all that it's supposed to, and then some. I'm just going to slam on the brakes here. ABS kicks in, does what it's supposed to do, but surprisingly, the car stays perfectly straight. So, I truly am impressed. You know, any car, regardless of its all-wheel drive system, if you drive it incorrectly in snow, is not gonna do, you know, necessarily what you want it to do. But this car, it really is. It's great. I'm gonna put the camera on a car out here and drive this thing around a little bit so you can watch that. Probably gonna freeze in the process, but it's the things we do, right? So let's set this up and give it a go. I guess I'll stick it on here. Maybe. Look at the size of these tires. Yet I'm still getting phenomenal traction. Granted, I was screwing around a little bit, having a little fun, because how can you not when you're a driver and you've got snow in an empty parking lot? Of course you're gonna have a lot of fun. But seriously, considering the size of these tires, that they're all season but they are performance tires, this car did phenomenally well, especially considering how much power she has. So thank you again for joining us. Whew, it's chilly. Let's get back in this car. And I should have brought my coat. Ugh. Alrighty, we're back inside. Oh yeah, one more thing we're supposed to do, right? Sorry, it's wet on the windshield. We are supposed to test to see how the car does going up that hill. I'm quite frankly going to be a little surprised if the car can pull going up that hill, because remember, the Ticon is a phenomenally heavy vehicle. Got all that battery weight centered low, right below where we're sitting, to give the car incredible handling, but at the same time, now we're talking a lot of extra weight to go up a snow-covered hill. So let's see how she does. Ordinarily, if you were trying to get up this hill, you'd get yourself a little bit of a head start and you'd gun it and you would make it. But I'm curious if, oh wow, seriously, not even the slightest bit of hesitation. Oh, I'd say if I didn't want one before, I want one now, but you guys know I've wanted one of these for a while, so they're just amazing cars. Can't say anything else but.